All right, guys, as you can see, I'm adding a bag of these beef Little Smokies. These are some of my favorite. I absolutely love hot dogs. And these are a mini version of hot dogs. Well, I'm really excited about this, guys. It's almost football season. It's my favorite time of the year, so I'm going to be doing some football food. I always have people over to watch the Bears, and it's always nice to have little appetizers like this, for everybody to snack on, especially since I'm hosting. So next, I'm going to do 2 cans of this Hormel Chili Angus, no beans. I don't really like beans, and let's face it, you don't want a bunch of guys sitting around watching football eating a bunch of beans. Nobody's going to be happy with that. All right. This is a very, very easy dish. Something easy to prepare the day of game day. I don't know if you guys have people over, you make an assortment of stuff. I always have chips. We'll order pizza sometimes, but if I'm hosting, I always like to make a couple of these, appetizers. Just something so people have to snack on. Okay. Now I'm going to take a jar of cheese dip. I'm just going to pour it right down the middle. So what I'm doing is basically this kind of like chili cheese dog bake. It's one of my favorite. Instead of doing individual chili cheese dogs for everybody and everybody being able to make a mess, I just like doing it this way. It's simpler. Eat it out of a bowl. And again, a bunch of guys sitting around watching football. Last thing I want is make a mess everywhere. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this all a mix. Absolutely love this dish. So easy to do. Everybody absolutely loves it. And again, football season. I mean, who doesn't love chili dogs? Don't need to mix it that great because you are going to mix it again after everything bakes. Just kind of incorporating the chili and the cheese. This already smells really, really good. Okay. Grand's butter biscuits, or regular biscuits. Awesome. All right. What I'm going to do is put them right there for a second. Now, you could do this a couple different ways. You could cut them up. I kind of like to put them just like that. It's going to give everybody kind of their own serving, if that makes sense. So they get a little biscuit. So now you have your bread. So now the chili cheese dog really takes place right now. What do they call it? A deconstructed something? So I'm doing a deconstructed chili cheese dog. I know a lot of people add onions. I'm going to have onions on the side for anybody who wants, but honestly, I really don't like onions, so I'm just going to do this. All right. That looks absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, you need some more cheese. Just dump that on top. Spread that all over. Oh, this is going to be so good. Everybody loves this. That's why they always choose to come to my house. Now I'm going to take some chives that I cut up earlier. So kind of is adding a little bit of that onion flavor without the chunky white onions that I don't like. Looks awesome. Now, considering almost everything in here is pretty much baked except for the biscuits, you're just going to follow the instructions on the biscuit container. So I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. All right, guys, I just took this out of the oven a couple minutes ago. It's probably still very hot. As you can see, the biscuits bubbled up very nicely. The cheese is melted. This is one of my favorite football appetizer dishes. Like I said, what's nice is everybody kind of gets their own little serving. Oh, doesn't that look good? Some of these little smokies, chili cheese, put that on top. I just love these little smokies. Oh, this is gonna be good. Now, how I like to finish this is add a little bit of sour cream on top because it is kind of like chili. Now for the best part. I get some biscuit in here. Sour cream, a little smoky. Mmm. The Bears.